lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the NBA changed the lottery odds in 2019 to encourage competition among its conference's least successful teams. But some want even more to be done. They call for eliminating the draft altogether. Another potential solution? A play-in tournament for teams 7 through 10 in each conference, which would eliminate the need for trying not to win as much as possible during the regular season. However it's done, the league has stated its desire for parity. Kevin?
Great, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. At the forward slots, it's Bogdanovich and Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
Now, here's Mitchell. There's the pass to Ingles. Floats one, and the layup is good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Rondo scanning the floor. Pass to Davis. From down in the low post, it goes.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Conley. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Rondo passes to LeBron. That shot off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Right side, Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here's LeBron outside. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Bogdanovich. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Conley finds Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot from 15 feet away. Goes back up. Gobert. And no good. Davis with some nice D. He had stolen by Ingles. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. The feed to Conley. It's good.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And here is Los Angeles now. 6-point game. James, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Conley against Kuzma. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Rondo against Conley. Just 5 to shoot over Rondo.
Yeah, and the appreciation I have for Rondo, he's able to stay with this man and then uses his speed to just affect the shot.
And that one's good. James. Jazz leading by 4. Conley kicks to Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Right nowadays, teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
And he can't hit the second. Lakers trail by 5. Cook, good.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Exum passes to Davis. He kicks to Mitchell. The dish to Exum. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Davis, and the rejection by Cousins. And that one's good by Davis. Here's James. A floater. Rebound, Utah.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Who's watching here?
We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. Exum kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Cousins with it. Now defended by Exum. Over O'Neal. And James gets it to go on the assist by Cousins.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
Now here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. Cousins against Davis. Cousins, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Mitchell, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Now here's Green after LeBron James's miss. Green finds Mitchell. O'Neal with it. James covering. O'Neal passes to Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
I think LeBron is best shooting the ball off the dribble. His accuracy, spot on.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Jazz out in front. They're up by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Bradley is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's JaVale McGee, and it's Cook in at the 1. Now here's Bradley. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Moutier finds Davis. Here's Exum. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Exum's got his first points of the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And they double up Cousins outside Bradley. And there's the pass to Cook. Here is Daniels, defended by Moutier. Shot clock. Oh!
Hey! Ooh, wow. Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Green. Bogdanovich is checked in for O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante Exum. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. And he makes that one. Ingles has got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Daniels, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Moutier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here is Conley. Gobert dishes to Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich over Bradley. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Here's Moutier, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Now here's Moutier, D right on him. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Daniels passes to Rondo. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Poked away from deep. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Rondo against Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. Kicks to Conley. Gobert trying to get open. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Goes back up.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Lakers working the ball around now. Outside Rondo. They get it again. And McGee kicks to Daniels. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bradley passes to Rondo. With the teardrop, here's Kuzma. And again, the Lakers no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Lakers leading by 7. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And here is Conley. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. And that one drops for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Kuzma. Passes it to Davis. Fires from 14. That shot off the mark. So Utah will take it the other way. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Rondo, pass to Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. On the wing, Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Green with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Green comes in for Joe Ingles. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Dante Exum in for Mike Conley. The Lakers also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Exum. Outside, Davis. Exum with it. The 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Green deciding where to go with it. The pass to Cook from outside the arc. He's off on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Green finds Exum. And here is Davis. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Green. Over Cook. And that one goes long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of microanalysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Jazz with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Green. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal, and Mike Conley subbed in for Dante Exum. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Now, here's Mitchell. Over Caldwell-Pope, Gobert. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
James looking it over. Caldwell-Pope against Conley. Caldwell-Pope dishes to LeBron. Offline with his three.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Davis kicks to Conley. Jazz passing it around. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 6.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Davis, the pass to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look at Danny Green's play at both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
Both free throws good from Green.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Jazz trail by 11. It's stolen by Green. Up top, Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Cousins.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. Got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Danny Green. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
Joe Ingles.
.54 seconds left here in the third quarter. They get a hand on it. Gobert finds Conley. 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by the Lakers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Caldwell-Pope right side. He feeds it to Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And, you know, even when the defense is on him and Cousins is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
Conley dishes to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Now here's Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open. Bogdanovich, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Out to Conley, and stolen by Cousins. Here's Rondo, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. That one misses for Rondo. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Now Conley, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. On the wing, Mitchell, started by Green. Conley's shot is off. Lakers leading by 17. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Green kicks to Rondo. Cousins trying to free himself up. Out to Kuzma. Over Bogdanovich. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Gobert the pass to Conley. And good that time.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Right side, Rondo. To the middle. And the dunk by James.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Jazz trail by 17. And the Jazz call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Davis is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Anthony Davis.
Los Angeles on D. They lead by 17. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Kuzma against Ingles. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Green against Mitchell. Green, the pass to Davis. Back to Green. Shoots. But they recover it. Davis kicks to Rondo.
Hey, get LeBron! Get LeBron!
LeBron against Gobert. The second chance effort. James. Basket counts. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
LeBron's game has a real shine to it. Spit polished. And he's got a great feel of when to attack from there.
Now here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Rondo against Gobert. Rondo passes to Davis. Over Conley. And Davis gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 21.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Conley dishes to Gobert. They could use a bucket. Conley's shot is off. Lakers leading by 21.
Watch Kuzma.
Kuzma outside.
Yo, Rajon.
Green finds Kuzma. Over Conley. Bank shot, no good. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well, a big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Cousins.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Green comes in for Joe Ingles. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. Both shots good from the stripe. Lakers leading by 19. 1:07 left in the fourth. And Dudley kicks to McGee. Passes it to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the block. They get it back, and that one is good. Now Mitchell.
Yo, Trent Spider.
Pass to Green. Here's Niang. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Caruso, the pass to McGee. On the wing, Daniels. Covered by Mitchell. 18 feet out. The rebound by Niang.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
The pass to Williams-Goss. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.